Man, you can always come back, brother.
But see, you like what you like. How do you stop liking
That's
something?
true. That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? You like what you like.
Because
Sexy bitches turn me on. I don't know how I'm gonna start liking dudes because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't. I don't. They don't. Dudes don't get for me. You know what I'm saying? So what? If you a chick and you like dudes and girls and they both make turn you on, how you gonna stop? How all of a sudden you gonna look at a woman and say she ain't sexy? You know what I'm saying? You like what you like.
because sometimes you might be broke at different points in life. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you need help.
Gay is gay, you know. I don't give a
Nah,
fuck what
you
you
know,
talking about. You
you ever
talking about got nothing to do with being gay.
nah, it has a lot to do. I'm not saying you got the people that's born gay. You ever seen a talented Mr. Ripley?
Nah,
You don't remember that movie with Matt Damon? Where
nah,
homie was just he was just going whichever way he had to go at that point in life to get by.
nah.
You know what
But
I'm
see, he was
saying?
gay because if you could do that with a man, just to be doing that, you was gay. You know. How do you even get hard for a man, dog? That's gay. Call it what you want.
It is what it is. Whatever floats your boat. I'm telling struggle will
Ain't
make you
I
be
don't have a problem
okay.
with them
Let me
being
ask you
gay.
this
I'm
though.
just telling you they gay.
Nah, so for that principle, okay. Now you had this. I'm not arguing with you, but some
I'm
people
not.
say, but see, what about the dudes that's locked up in prison that sleep with
He's
other
gay.
dudes? I
He's gay.
agree, but a lot
If
of
you
people.
messing around, listen here. I don't care what your reasoning or your rationale is. If you messing with the same sex, you're gay. Call it whatever you
Sometimes
want. The definition of homosexual is messing with the same sex, being attracted to the same sex, having sex with the same sex. That's gay. You know what I'm saying? It
I
is
don't
what it
dispute
is.
I don't dispute nothing you saying, but it's gonna be people out here that's gonna argue that.
They can argue whatever. Tell them to take it up with
But
Webster's.
check this
Webster's
though,
made the definition. I didn't.
that is true. All right, you hear that. But let me ask you, man, or Joseph, what you think about that transgender dude, uh, the track dude that just won the females 400-meter championship?
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair at all.
But it is what it is.
Yeah,
If that's the way the world is going, and that's what we're going to be accepting, I get. But I don't think it's fair.
I
I would
I
hate it
do.
if I was competing and lost like that.
But you know what's crazy? The homie was just the dude last year.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
was
why it's
just
not fair.
competing with the dudes last year. Like how is that fair at all? You was just the dude, and over the summertime, you I don't even know what reassignment surgery consists of because it's just such a vague term that they use. But apparently, he had the surgery over the summertime, came back, and
He shouldn't
became
be
a
able to
woman.
run for 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy because you didn't get all the testosterone out your ass in a year.
Yeah,
It's no
he
way.
shouldn't be able to run for 2 years.
It's no way,
Once
man.
he's clinically a woman or whatever, then you can
Yeah,
let him compete as a woman. But as
hey,
long as he's still mostly a man or half a man, I don't like it. I think
hey.
it's wrong, but
I
what
don't
it is,
think
what
it's.
it is.
Hey man, I look at it like this, ladies. If that's the hand that y'all dealt, y'all better get on them steroids. Y'all better start getting them PDs in y'all ass, cause hey, it's over for y'all if y'all keep letting this shit ride like
They
that,
don't have to
man.
do that. All they gotta do is protest. Get
I ain't
enough
got the
motherfuckers
dog.
together and go down there and protest
It's
that
not gonna
bullshit.
work. It's not gonna
Yeah, it
work.
will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it ain't.
Because
Hey,
it can always add rules. And I ain't saying that the people can't compete, but it need to be a cap. It's just science. If he's still mostly a man, that's not fair. And all they need to do is bring it up.
you are discriminating based on sexuality, brother. Okay, that is not
Yeah, because it's a sexuality discrimination, period. You're talking women's sport. You're talking
right.
men's sport. When you say
Right.
women and men, that's two different things right there.
But
It's no
that's not
discrimination.
because that person identifies as a woman. You are discriminating. That shit is
Whatever.
not gonna work.
I'm not discriminating. I would sue if I was them and
Sue.
make them come up with some laws and some precedent for that shit. Because
Shit.
you can call it whatever you want.
You open
Motherfuckers
up
running
a
around
hat.
in a man's body, racing women, he cheating.
He not cheating because he not a man. He a woman.
Whatever.
That's what. But we
Call
about
it
to
what you
get into
want.
the show.
Call it what you want, cuz.
Right on. Welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men show. Man, how you doing this week, my brother, man?
Doing awesome this week, my brother. How you doing?
Man, same shit, different roll of toilet paper, man. I just try to keep that double ply. I don't like that single ply. That shit cut your ass up. But
I like
man,
the bidet myself.
hey, you know what? I think no back. I like the bidet too, man. I went to this place. They had like the toilet that had like the bidet. It was all one piece though. It wasn't. It was a bidet. It was a toilet with a bidet, and you could like aim the shit and everything. It was super tight. I was like, damn, that was some new age shit. It was nice though, man.
Shit, I worked in the Capitol building one time. They had the toilets with the automatic ass gaskets.
Yeah,
Ass gaskets come out automatically.
that's
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what was funny, man? It's funny you say something about ass gaskets, cause you know I'm in North Carolina, so I'm like, okay, ass gaskets is abundant down here. Like I went out the
Okay.
Midwest. They didn't have ass gaskets out there. It kind of
You had to TP it up.
yeah. Like cause like when you come in, when you been,
Condition.
yeah, conditioned to have ass gaskets, you like, damn, when you get out somewhere and they ain't got it, you be real fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Ass gasket or no, I'm putting down a layer of toilet paper anyway,
yeah.
so it don't make a difference.
But it's the convenience of the ass gasket, though.
Ass gasket almost in the way. It's got the little thing in the middle, keep getting caught in the water. Before you can, don't let it be an automatic flusher. Before you can even get your paper down, that
but by the time,
pulled it down.
Nah, it all depends though. Like, but the ass gaskets are there to protect your ass. I like the convenience.
I'm not sitting in nobody's toilet.
Nah, not bare ass. I can't bare ass nobody.
I don't bare ass.
Nah, not at all. But man, we got a show for you today, man. We came across a story last week. It was basically about, I guess the creator of the France's Me Too movement she's headed to trial for defamation lawsuit that a guy charged her with. Basically, I'm gonna give you a rundown of what the story was. Homie, apparently they was out, or it was a work-related function, but they wasn't at work. It was a late night, I guess, mix mingle type of thing. He approached the lady and basically told her he was trying to get that ass. She rejected him, and sometime later, she put him on blast as on some Me Too shit. Kind of put him out there on the internet as that he kind of harassed her. And come to find out, homie has lost work and has not been able to find a job due to the fact of this of her putting him out there. Now, homie in turn files a lawsuit against her saying she defamed him because he actually did not harass her. He only met her one time in his life, so it didn't really constitute her saying that he harassed her. So when you heard this story, P, what was your thoughts on that, my bro?
Harassment is in the eye of the beholder, is what they always tell you in those sexual harassment joints that you go to when you got a job somewhere. They always put some scenarios there. They ask you, was it sexual harassment? And it's always sexual harassment because it's up to the interpreter as to whether it's sexual harassment or not. So if she had uninvited advances from this gentleman once or twice, if she viewed it as sexual harassment, it was sexual harassment. Is that fair? No, but it is what it is.
No, that a one time does not constitute harassment. That
to
was
you?
Just, no, man. Webster, look, Webster Dictionary. This is the definition of harassment: to annoy persistently, to create an unpleasant or hostile situation for.
There you go. It's the second one.
You have several definitions: to worry and impede by repeated raids. Okay.
Right, but see, what we're talking about fits under the second definition.
A singular incident does not constitute.
Would you put it back up on the screen because you just proved your own point wrong? Read the second one.
Okay.
The second one says to create an unpleasant or hostile situation, or especially by uninvited and unwelcome verbal or physical conduct. It does not give you a cap on how many times.
How many
And
times?
that is what the lady said happened to her. He made a hostile
so
when he whatever he said. It was hostile. She didn't like it. She got harassed.
And even though, but if you made it seem like it was on some workplace shit, she still is wrong because it wasn't on the workplace shit. They wasn't even at work when they did that.
Harassment is harassment. You just gave us the definition, brother.
No, it's not. Harassment is
You just gave us the definition, brother. I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was your definition.
You just put the definition on the screen. What you mean, my definition?
It was two or three definitions. What are you talking about?
Right, but it was 3 definitions for the same word. So, her word that she used fits under one of those definitions. So don't try to manipulate the Webster.
Okay. Let's say this. Okay, so if the Me Too can redefine masculinity, can we not redefine harassment?
Sure.
Okay, so based on this situation right here, this story that we talking about, do you think homie has a justifiable lawsuit? Do you think he should win this lawsuit?
Nah. Not as long as the definition stands as it stands. Now, if we get together and change the definition, I'm all with you. But until the definition is changed, he's gonna lose. He should lose.
Nah, he shouldn't lose. Because I look at it like this. Okay, now granted, when you shooting your shot and being rejected, shooting your shot is just like telling a joke. All right, you gotta be able. It's not. I have to be able to attempt to tell a joke. I don't know if it's gonna be funny or if it's gonna bomb, but the attempt is what I have to be able to make the attempt. Now. You might reject me based on my attempt, and that's fair. But that doesn't constitute me harassing you. That's just me shooting a shot that didn't work with you. I'm sure it worked with some other ladies, but it just didn't work with you. But that doesn't mean it was done in a malicious way. You know what I'm saying? I was just shooting my shot. Now, brother, have you never approached a woman on some just straight to the point type shit?
I do whatever I want to do, Barry. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever I want to do, whatever I want to do.
Have you harassed somebody before?
I'm pretty sure because it's not up to me. It's not my definition. Okay. I don't get to define whether I harassed somebody or not. You don't get to define whether you harassed me. It's up to me. If I say you're harassing me, goddamn it, you're harassing me. It's nothing you can do. Look, you just showed us what harassment was, and that's just it. So have I harassed somebody? Hell yeah, because I'm pretty sure in my lifetime somebody took whatever it was I was doing as harassment.
But did you see it as harassment?
No, but it doesn't make a difference what I see it as. It only makes a difference to the person that it's happening to.
No, you have feelings too. You have feelings too, right?
Yeah, well, she's suing and he's losing. So you figure it out.
Her.
Yeah, and he's losing right now. He can't find a job. You figure it out. He's going to lose this lawsuit too. Now, all the lawyer got to do is walk in that courtroom and present the definition of harassment, and that man will lose.
You are always on this people's championship. You know what I'm saying? You always want to take, people should be able to do what they want to do. Now all of a sudden you taking the look, man, what happened?
I'm not taking anybody's side, B. That's where you got me wrong.
What happened?
I'm not saying that it's not fair, that it's not unfair what's happening to this guy. All I'm telling you is when you go into a harassment meeting, they tell you that harassment is up to you. It's not up to the person harassing. Because you've never been somewhere and somebody was doing something to you that you took as harassment. They didn't know. They just was doing whatever it was they was doing. But to you, you're like, damn, I wish this motherfucker get away from me. You was her being harassed. Now, whether you take it as far as to sue or do whatever you want, that's up to you. But I can't tell you wasn't getting harassed. If I'm looking on to the side, it might look like, oh yeah, that person just joking and playing with him. But if you're sitting there feeling like you're being harassed, who am I to tell you that you were not being harassed?
I see what you're saying, but I think this is a step in the right direction. I think men going.
If he win,
he may not win, but if he starts the ball rolling, we can get these laws changed because the laws.
Get the conversation started.
Yeah, get the conversation started. Start taking women to court for. Because now you gotta look at it, dog. They just said Joe Biden was almost on some sexual assault type shit. You know what I mean?
He probably was.
So you think Joe Biden
I
was?
will hope not, but
So
it's not up to him. It's up to the person he arrests.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you think about the Joe Biden situation, him rubbing people or whatever the fuck he was doing. What was he doing? He was rubbing people's arms or something. And they was like,
he was harassing people.
He was not harassing people. He was comforting people, you know.
If you want to call it that, what if I don't want to be comforted? It's a thin line between you comforting me and harassing me, motherfucker.
Man, you ain't shit, B. I'm telling you, man. Come on. So it's a thin line between comforting and harassment. But see,
very thin line, dog.
It's not. Well, yeah, it's true. But
when that perverted uncle came up on you talking about, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, now you've been rubbing my arm for about too long now. You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line, dog. Thin line.
Wait a minute, though. But like I said, man, we can get this conversation started. We can get harassment redefined. Because
I'll go for that.
You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, you have a right to shoot your shot. Because at the end of the day, it's just we've been taught as men to pursue women. You know what I'm saying? Women have been taught to get dressed, push their shit all up, look all sexy, and we've been taught to go at them. All right. So unless you change how and you know what I'm saying, how we've been taught to engage one another, I mean, what's to stop a bunch of harassment lawsuits from happening? You know what I'm saying? If I say something to you one time in my life and now I'm a sexual harasser, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? That's just and I know you like, if the definition, I think we do need redefine what harassment means. You know what I'm saying? If they can redefine masculinity, we can redefine harassment, because nowadays it's too convoluted. You know what I'm saying? Everything, you don't know where harassment ends and where sexual assault. You don't know where anything starts and ends nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of too jumbled up nowadays. And I think we had to make this dude, I think it's a step in the right direction. If dude, he probably gonna lose just because of time. But I think we still need to start suing women for making false. It's not a false claim, but is it as bad as you tried to make it seem? I don't know. That's the question. So I think we need to.
You had to be there. It ain't up to you or me. It's up to the victim. You don't get to determine how bad it was. How can you determine for somebody else their emotional feelings or their state?
Wait a minute. Okay. So based on what you just said, though, now we were just talking about the transgenders. Now, how can you be against the transgenders when it's the same exact fucking thing?
Because it's a physical thing. It's not a mental thing. We're talking about testosterone levels. We're talking about bone mass and structure. We're talking about a man's body. It's not a woman's body. And I'm not going to sit here and argue nothing about it, because we know, you know goodness well.
They feel that they are women, so they are women.
I disagree.
It's the same thing. And like I say, I disagree with you. I love you.
See, they can be women. They can be women in their mind all they want. But their bodies are physically not women. So there's a big difference between feeling like you've been harassed. What's the physical part of it that you want to use to compare? Because if you don't have a physical for that, then you're not comparing. Because what I'm speaking of is you cannot tell somebody how you made them feel. I cannot tell you if that person made you happy, that person made you sad, that person made you feel uncomfortable. I can definitely tell you that you got balls. I can tell you that your bones are bigger than a woman's because your bones are bigger than a woman's. That's two different things, B. And you can't use that one. Try another one, dog. No, dog. That one don't hold water, dog.
How you gonna find out if they had balls unless you have?
Because they came out and told you that I was a man 6 months ago. What do you mean? How you gonna find out? They just told you I was a man 6 months ago.
That's what they.
But if we didn't know, then it'd be all good. But the fact that we know makes that shit unfair. You know what I'm saying? It is. We didn't know. We didn't know.
But you can't discriminate based on their feelings.
I'm not trying to discriminate. I'm just saying it's unfair.
It's unfair.
I'm not. It's just unfair.
All I'm saying is the harassment. That harassment claim. Now look,
but see, I didn't say the harassment claim wasn't unfair.
It's women out here.
All I said was that it was harassment.
Okay, and I'm saying that the transgender people gonna keep winning at women's
And
sports.
I
There's
ain't saying
nothing
it
they could
not.
do
It
about
still
it.
ain't fair.
I'm just
That don't make
saying,
it no more fair.
get on y'all PED shit, ladies, and fuck it.
I
I
say
mean,
get on your lawsuit shit, ladies. You know what I'm saying?
it's a
Make them
now.
change. Just like you want to change the harassment, make them change the rules about that transgender shit.
Now, if this woman can win this harassment, there's no way women are going to win no lawsuit against the transgenders. Okay, now that's just not going to happen. But I'm gonna tell you this. I think you got to start. I think, but you're right. I think file a couple of lawsuits. That's the only way you're gonna change. Somebody got to be the trailblazer. It had to be a whistleblower to start the Me Too movement. It's got to be a trailblazer. Something.
Man, did you hear what they said about Martin Luther King last week, man? Oh my goodness, man. We talked
Nah,
about that off camera, man.
nah. Hold up, say it, man. What happened? He had hoes or something.
Nah, you know, they been saying he had hoes, but
Yeah.
they was like, they got these tapes that they can't release yet that somebody got a listen of, and man, they say he was right there when one of the preachers was raping one of the parishioners, and they was having all these wild ass orgies, and oh man, they just really defamed that man's name, and it's fucked up. That's why I didn't really want to say it, because I don't know if it's true. I didn't read the papers, but
you know, whether it's true or not, man.
Martin Luther King's motherfucker.
He probably was, but see, my thing is this, man. We can't keep using pussy to bring down great men, cause that's gonna always be the downfall of a great man and some pussy. You can't keep using that. Now I understand if you was out here knocking bras out, beating them in the head and shit, but if it was consensual, regardless how wild it was, if the shit was consensual, I don't want to hear that shit. You can't knock a person for being creepy. That's all I'm saying. We all got our creep shit, man. The creep be heavy the older you get, man. You can't, you know, stop. That's what make me sick about all this shit nowadays. You can't keep using pussy to bring down dudes, man. Cause I could see if it was on some real molestation shit, if you was messing with little kids, but if it was adult women's, hey man, leave that dude alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, I'm gonna solve it for you. I'm gonna solve the problem for you right here, right now.
Do that.
Stop doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about you have your orgy, that's your business.
Yeah.
But I mean, the problem is that men keep falling for the stupid shit. It go back to the Samson and Delilahs and all of the shit from way back from forever. You know what I'm saying? Won't somebody wising up and stop falling for the nonsense?
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't
That's
agree
on you.
with you. I can't agree.
Marion Barry let the bra lure him to the hotel to smoke some crack under the guise of getting some pussy. This is stupid.
That's true.
You're the mayor of the city. Why are you? This is stupid. Stop being so fucking stupid. Bob Kraft is a billionaire. Instead of him getting some discreet people that can come do whatever he want whenever he want, he's in a motherfucking massage parlor and shit get jerked off. What the fuck? Stupid is stupid.
You know what though? You ain't think that Bob Kraft.
Stupid is stupid, dog. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do it, he would have never got caught doing it.
But yeah, but then now you talking about it's a lot of instances, okay, where it ain't been on no rapey shit. It's just been the bro was like, well, like you say, you got in your feelings, so now I'm a fucking rapist. That shit happens. So, I mean, you can't just say it's always black and white like that. It can't, you know, a lot of times you wasn't being stupid. A lot of time it was a consensual thing.
Sometimes.
I
believe that Mike Tyson shit was consensual. Yeah. But at the same time,
she saw paper. So when she saw the paper, she said, fuck it, he raped me. So, I mean, it ain't always black and white like that. That's what I'm saying is you got to change, and the laws have to be more, they got to be more on point, and they got to be better. The literature and the English that they using has to be more descriptive, because right now it's too vague, and you give too much power to a woman's feelings. Like, because how the fuck, if it ain't rapey to me, I ain't never raped nobody, but you could potentially come back and say, hey, he did this 20 years ago, and now you looking at me like I'm crazy, and I gotta
If
go.
she said no and you proceeded, then you raped her.
Nah, man,
Simple as
man.
that.
Look,
You know
man.
what I'm
So
saying?
you already know You already know.
You already
Look,
know.
if it's a
You
no,
already know
you
what
got to
happened about
go.
this shit.
If it's a
Get
no, you
yourself a
got to go.
motherfucking contract for them bitches. If you got money and you're worried about it, get yourself
Who the fuck
contracts
got
or
time for
stop
all
fucking
that, man?
random bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get
that's
yourself
true.
together.
But it'll
Stop.
never happen.
It's on the individual, B.
That's not
We can
practical.
blame society for stupidity.
It's not practical though,
Why not? I have 1,000
because
of them made up by the end of the day if you want one. You dig? It ain't hard.
let me tell you this. When you young and you dumb, you will do a lot just to
Right.
bust a
You just
nut.
said it. Young and
Right,
dumb.
right.
Stop being stupid.
You don't, but you know, like you don't become wise until you have to go through shit. You have to go through to get wisdom, to gain wisdom. You have to age and mature, and you have to go through stuff in order to gain that wisdom. But you're not going to gain that. Like now, 40 years old, it's easy for you to say stop being stupid. But when you was 20, you was stupid too. You know what I'm saying? We was all stupid at some point. We just got lucky and ran into the right mix of brides that ain't charged us with rape.
I
Like,
don't think so.
you don't
I
think?
don't think luck had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mess with the bitches that be calling the people telling I raped them.
That's what
Be
I'm
more
saying.
selective. Be
But
more
that's what I
selective.
said. Yeah,
And stop being so stupid.
selective mating is always a plus. You always got to
There you
pick.
go. That's what I just said.
Choose
Stop
wisely.
fucking random chicks.
Yeah, yeah. But shit, man, we're about to get on to our favorite part of the show, man, which is the PAS moment of the week. And what PAS stand for, P?
People ain't shit.
Yes, sir. And our PAS moment goes to this particular PAS moment occurred in northern New York, in the Watertown City School District. But this is a blanketed PAS moment of the week. This goes to any fucking teacher out here having, I guess, mock slave auctions, and you're making the black child the slave. Stop doing that stupid shit. Like, you would think this would be like a one-time thing, but this happens more often than not. You know what I mean? Like, you have the white kid, and these are little kids we talking about. We not talking about teenagers and shit like that. This is happening at elementary schools. We have teachers are allowing their white elementary school age kids to bid on the black elementary school age students. So whether you're trying to educate them on a particular point in history or whatever, you just don't do it that way. Stop making it just makes you wonder what the fuck is wrong with people. You gotta stop doing this shit. Stop letting your white kids bid on black. You know black people are not gonna like that shit. And once the news gets out, you're gonna get disciplined. You can't say that you didn't know any better. Nothing was cool about slavery. So stop reenacting this shit. You're not gonna make America great again by doing that shit. It's too late, alright? You gotta stop that shit. And so when you see, anytime you get a feeling that you ready to let these kids bid on another kid, then you yourself, I hope you lose your job, and I hope somebody whip your ass, because you're part of the problem and not the solution. When you think about what you're imparting upon these kids, you're teaching them a fucked up way of living. So you just ain't shit as a teacher. This is what you teaching the kids. Teach them how to be better people, not how to bid on one another. So what you got going on, P, man?
Sounds stupid. Sound like some stupid ass shit that get you fired. And she got fired. So stop being so fucking stupid.
Yeah, all the
I ain't got much to say about it. Just sound like something stupid.
Hey,
Like, you don't do that. This day and age, they fire people for less than that. You already know you about to get fired after the people come down there talking
that is true. That is really
about
true.
auction. No way.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
That is fucking stupid. But man, we're about to, man. Thank y'all for listening. One thing, we about to start making the Don't Be Stupid shirts. We're trying to bring y'all the Don't Be Stupid shirts in a little bit. Anything you want to say, Pete, before we go?
Man, we about to launch the new show, man, the Space Table, baby. We're gonna have the Don't Be Stupid shirts on there too. Because we all a family all the way around the board, you dig? So keep supporting us. Share it as much as you can. If you got something to say, text it to us, send it to us. If you want to be on the show, let us know.
Let us know.
All of that. You know, we are very interactive with the people. We're here for you. We can't even do the show if you don't watch.
Let us know, man. If you want to be, if you got a topic you want to discuss, we don't care. We'll talk about whatever. But it's just going to be from our point of view. But don't be afraid, don't be scared, and don't be stupid. But if y'all want to come to the show, man. You know, reach out, Facebook, whatever, Instagram. You got something you want to talk about? Let's discuss it. You know what I'm saying? So until the next time we see you, just remember, people ain't shit.
Don't be stupid.
You ain't gotta be shit, or just try your best.
Try to be better.
Yeah, just try.
Because we all people.
Yeah, and people ain't shit. We all have our ain't shit moments. But you know
just try to be better.
At the end of the day, you can be a better person as long as you don't be stupid. So until the next time we see y'all, man, y'all hold it down. Y'all be easy, and peace. Later.